Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here with Kevin, the resident MMA
What's,
master. Say hello.
what's going on, guys? How's it going?
All right, Kev, let's get into it. Bisping Silva, they had their fight, and you know what? We talked about this earlier, and I want to get
Yeah.
you get your thoughts out there, my friend.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people are going to think this is a biased opinion, but I really don't give two shits. I'm just going to, put it as blunt as I possibly can.
Blunt is good, my friend.
I know I'm English. Yeah, I know I'm English, but, let's be honest here, right? Win or loss, I mean, Michael Bisping, he put on a terrific performance. I don't care what anybody says. Michael Bisping is one of the biggest names in British MMA, and even still to this day, still going strong. Obviously, off that win off of Anderson Silva, and even if the guy doesn't become a champion, you'll always say in the record books, Bisping wins via decision over Anderson Silva, which is, in my opinion, a championship in its own. You know what I mean? Whether people say, Anderson's past his prime or whatever the case may be, there's only a few men that's defeated Anderson Silva, and, Michael Bisping has done me proud and our country to, secure that victory. I do believe he won on points. I don't think the judges screwed Anderson. I think that controversy with the fucking knockout was Herb Dean's fault. Herb Dean is a complete fucking retard, because I can even say in that fight with Rockhold and Weidman, he should have stopped the fucking fight a lot sooner with the amount of damage that Weidman sustained. It was just, terrible. But yeah, I think Herb Dean just needs to hang up his, his whistle as the referee, so to speak, because that fucker, I mean, he makes late calls. I mean, the fact that he did not acknowledge Michael Bisping's mouth guard go flying, I mean, that fucker must be blind. What is he, Stevie Wonder? I mean, I know he's got the fucking haircut, but Jesus Christ, open your fucking eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
so, for all those Bisping haters, man, fuck you guys. The reality is that, Bisping is still a winner. Whether you guys think it or not, couldn't give a shit. I'm happy he's won. Like I said, huge feather in his cap. It's not biased. He's the guy I wanted to win. Anderson is a cheating, steroid abuser. I won't discredit what he's done for the sport, but he can go fuck himself.
Absolutely, yeah. And it was on Fight Pass, so I did not see that. I had to see it on YouTube and Facebook when all those video clips came out. And yeah, like you said, with the mouth guard, I mean, come on. Common sense says stop the fight and get it all situated and get back to where it was. I mean,
was like screaming at Herb Dean, like, hey, look, and that's why he lowered his guard, and that's how Anderson landed that vicious knee that unfortunately, messed up the guy's face.
Yeah.
If we was following the fight up until that point, Bisping held his own. I don't care what anybody said. The guy is still undefeated in England. He put on a great performance, and I'm proud of him.
As am I. I mean,
Bisping,
I loved his work in The Ultimate Fighter, and it was just and a little under 24 hours. We have 196, McGregor and Nate Diaz.
Oh, God, yeah. I can't wait for that. I mean, first and foremost, Dos Anjos should have trained a lot smarter, just because, I don't know how the guy gets injured maybe a week prior to the fight or whatever it was. And, I was disappointed, as I'm sure you were, Steve.
I mean, like,
that dream match, champion versus champion.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I was pissed, man. I was so pissed. I don't know about you, Steve, but I was just fuming. But let me just tell you guys something. For everybody listening, all Steve's subscribers and new viewers, please do subscribe to Steve. He's a good man and a good shooter. I will tell you this for a fact, right? Nate Diaz has got some hands. Don't ever get it twisted. If they ever went to the ground, I would favor Nate Diaz over McGregor any day, all right? And he's more experienced. And this is a 25-pound weight gain for fucking, for McGregor. So you've got to think, how is he going to cope now that he's a lot bigger? How's he going to move? Is he going to be comfortable? I mean, he's going up against a veteran that's been comfortable in that weight class for as long as I can fucking remember. I mean, Diaz has been around for ages. The name Diaz is a very well-known name in mixed martial arts, and him and his brother Nick I mean, these guys are well known and respected, whether you like them or not. I know they're shit talkers. I know sometimes they act unprofessional. But when I tell you that Nate Diaz has got some hands, don't be surprised if he does drop Conor McGregor. Now, who would I want to win? I'd love Conor McGregor to win. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm definitely supporting his whole movement. I think he's done terrific things for the sport. I believe he's a good hype man. You know, he knows how to sell the fight. He's a good showman. And, of course, he's a good fighter. But I do think he's just a little bit too confident, a bit too cocky, saying things like he'd take out the heavyweight division and all these other people. I mean, I personally don't think he'll go anything past welterweight. I mean, guys like Robbie Lawler, you know, Hendricks, even Wonderboy Thompson, people like that. There is no fucking way Conor McGregor would beat those guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm just going to have to shut all the Irish fans down, despite I have Irish in my blood. You need to stop bandwagoning this guy, first and foremost, all right? You can respect him. Like I said, you can be a fan. But when I say bandwagoning, you need to realize that there's only so much that Conor McGregor can achieve. And one thing's for sure is that he would not knock out any heavyweight. And, you know, unless he's a bum fighter. Same with the light heavyweights, same with the middleweights, and so forth and so on. So I just want to make that clear for all those delusional fans that honest to God believe that a guy with his skill set could take out guys twice his size with more or less the same skill set. I don't fucking think so. All right, that's like saying Brock Lesnar. Sorry, not Brock Lesnar. That's like saying GSP could take out Brock Lesnar. Go kill yourself. All right, just kill yourself. Whoever thinks that. Literally, I don't care how well talented fucking GSP is. I mean, the reality is Brock Lesnar is a monster. I'm not saying he's unbeatable, but against a welterweight, he'd run that guy, over faster than you can blink. The sheer weight difference he's given up, it's just a wrap. I'm sorry. I don't know about you, Steve, but like I said, I think McGregor sometimes he's a bit too confident, a bit too cocky.
Yeah, and here's my whole stance on this. Like, judging by all the embedded that I've watched, which I've watched for, I think the fourth being the one that I was kind of impressed with. Like, I know he has the confidence. It's there. You can see it. The press conferences can show that. But there's confident and overconfident, and it's a very fine line, You know what? Here's the bottom. If I were to bottom line this, I would say this. Diaz coming from Gracie's background. A name like Gracie, there you go. That's your cred. McGregor.
And that's that, yeah.
McGregor has his movement coach, has all these coaches. So McGregor has his coaches, Diaz has his coaches, and his brother Nick, like you said. It's just it's going to be an all-around dogfight when it comes down to it, and I can't wait.
Absolutely. And if I jump in for a second, Steve,
I
just
may
want to educate the fans real quick, right? Nate Diaz does not have a glass jaw. I've seen this guy go the full rounds, make a comeback and get a victory. This guy can take a beating, all right? If you guys think that McGregor's going to go in there and put Nate away quicker than you can blink, you can forget about it, all right? This is a new weight class for McGregor. What botch for McGregor. But I'll tell you something, Diaz does not have a glass chin. Diaz has got good stand-up. I'm not saying he's better than Conor, but one area where I'd like to see Conor in is off on his back because, I'm not too sure he can handle Diaz's jiu-jitsu. I'm sorry, man. Like Steve said, with the Gracies, for as long time students that they've been to the Gracies, him and his brother Nick, I mean, their jiu-jitsu game is on point. I mean, you're talking about these guys are easily black belts in jiu-jitsu, and, I will fucking assure you, if Nate Diaz took this to the ground, he would win this. I know that for a fact. What do you reckon, Steve?
I'm agreeing with you on that, and 100%.
So we've not seen McGregor's ground game too much.
Yeah, this is not going to be a 13-second bout.
Exactly. I'd like to see Nate Diaz get knocked out in 14 seconds. I don't think so.
No,
I
sir.
really don't think so. I mean, if I'll be a believer of Conor McGregor when I see that shit, and when he starts knocking out guys in that division the same way he did his division. And even then, man, you should have gave Frankie Edgar a fucking chance, man. Why not give Edgar a title shot before you made that transition?
Yeah, Cowboy, Edgar, so many turndowns.
Edgar could have put Conor away. I believe he had a chance.
Yeah, and like I said, Cowboy, Edgar, all those guys, Aldo even turned it down. And
I don't understand how.
Yes, it was, I think, a smart and a not smart decision in the same thing, because you know what? That gave Conor fuel to just pick and nitpick and kind of like calling RDA's broken foot a bruise. And like, come on.
Yeah.
That's where you get into the being overconfident, but I understand it because he let the tie into a WWE term. Conor McGregor doing all that is just best for business. And
absolutely.
Yeah. Just real quick, Holmes and Tate, go.
Oh yeah, well, I think a lot of people are counting out Miesha Tate. What people are gonna remember is that she's riding a 4-win streak, which I just want to refresh everybody's memory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that the people that she's beat are at the caliber of a Holly Holm, but you gotta remember something. Miesha Tate is well-rounded. You know, she's good in the scramble. I'm not saying she's, like I said, obviously the stand-up department, I gotta give it to, obviously Holly. But I mean, if Miesha took this to the ground, it might just favor her. Obviously, she's got better wrestling. And that's something that Holly Holm, I hope she did her homework, because Miesha Tate is no joke. I mean, she took the former champ, to the limit. And
twice.
A lot of people forget that. You can't forget what Miesha Tate has done, in women's MMA. She used to be a champion herself before she came to the UFC. And then she got beat by Ronda, obviously. So Miesha Tate is no joke. She's definitely a top 3 contender. I believe she could still be a champion if she puts her mind to it. But Holly Holm's stand-up is just, too much for certain women to handle. So, I don't know, Steve. I believe she'd have to take it to the ground to have a fighter's chance. What do you think, Steve?
I got to go with experience on this one. So I'm leaning towards Tate.
You believe Tate could win this?
Yeah. And
I didn't say who I thought was going to win. I'm going to say Holly Holm.
Okay.
Via knockout.
Perfect.
But I'm not counting out Miesha Tate. But
anything can happen, my friend.
Who would win? I would have to go with Holly Holm. I don't think Holly Holm is a fluke. I truly believe she's the real deal. I believe she trains hard.
Yeah, and what a way to prove it, right?
One of the best. Yeah.
What a way to prove it, on the biggest stage,
Exactly, yeah. So,
let's move on quick. 197, we have Jones and Cormier. And so, honestly, I'm not necessarily the biggest Jones fan, because I was there when Gustafsson and Jones, pure dogfight, went toe-to-toe. Gustafsson got screwed.
I believe Gustafsson won that, didn't we?
I witnessed it, and honestly, obviously the judges thought differently, and it is what it is. But DC and Jones are going to get it on in April, and just today, for 198 and 199, 198, Stipe and Verdum got their date. So 198 for them, being a main, I believe. 199, we got Rockhold and Weidman 2 and Cruz and Faber 3. So
I'm just going to say my predictions, just to quick summarize that. I believe Cormier will retain. People will think I'm crazy. Trust me, Cormier is the real deal. You should never look past him or underestimate him. I know a lot of people are saying Jones, but I'm going to say Cormier just based on the ring rust for Jones. I'm just going with that safe pick. I could be wrong, but, I'm just going to say Cormier. So come back to me if I'm wrong. Then you can throw it in my face and be like, yeah, we told you so. I'm going to say Chris Weidman will get his belt back. I think Weidman's hungry. I think he's like he's been humbled, as you said, by that loss to Rockhold. I think Rockhold's a bit too comfortable, a bit too confident. I think Weidman's going to come back stronger and a lot more determined. He's not going to make that mistake of throwing that stupid kick that he did last time and got caught with it. Obviously, you learn from your mistakes. Another fight you said, Steve. The other fight,
Cruz and Faber 3. Well, first of all, Stipe and Verdum.
Okay, Stipe and Verdum. Stipe all the way. I mean, I love Stipe, man.
And the last one is Cruz and Faber 3.
I've always said if Mirko Krokop and Chuck Liddell had a love child, strangely, it would definitely be Stipe. I mean, let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Man. I mean, he's got that Chuck Liddell smile, that look to him with that Croatian background, obviously resembling Krokop. And he's actually one of Krokop's training partners. But, Stipe is the complete package as far as, what you want to build an MMA fighter around. He has got all the tools in his arsenal to be champion. I believe he'll be champion, and I believe he can beat Verdum. And that's just what I believe, Stipe has never been more hungry. Same again, you got to look out for guys like Big Ben Rothwell as well. That's another guy to keep on your radar. He's another one that has got that sheer determination to go on and to try and win that title. I mean, he's another person that's a factor in the heavyweight division. Whether people think he's a fluke or not, I don't believe so. I believe Big Ben Rothwell is the truth as well. And then you said finally, who else is
Cruz and Faber 3.
Faber and who?
Cruz 3.
Okay, Faber and Cruz 3. I'm still going to say Cruz. Nothing against Faber. Every time there's a big fight for Faber, the guy chokes. I don't think he's the caliber of Cruz.
Yeah, he's not what he once was. Let's just say that.
Well, he's not what he used to be. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he beat Cruz once upon a time?
Yes.
But this is when Cruz wasn't who he was.
Yes.
As of right now.
Both have learned from what they were.
Faber is one of them guys where, as Cruz said before, is an excuse maker, will forever live in the past and will never realize that his good days are behind him. No disrespect to Faber fans, but the guy's getting up there with age. I do believe he needs to eventually hang it up. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't think that he will ever be champion, and that's just how I feel. What about you, Steve?
I'm with you on that one, man. I mean, I was very happy when Cruz returned from all those ACLs and MCL injuries, and just basically he proved that he can still do this. So Cruz Faber 3 is going to be a good thing.
Yeah. And what you got to love, Steve, is that Cruz is not an excuse maker. I mean,
exactly.
That's the thing that you got to love about the guy. He's come back from so much adversity, just to go on and be champion. I mean, I just remember seeing the guy just on the podcast, just giving his opinion as a professional. I mean, the guy is very intelligent, but yet he can also back it up as well. I mean, he's not a cocky guy. He's a respected guy, from other fighters. How could you not want Cruz to be champion? I mean, that's what I could say. I think Faber is just an arrogant prick. Same with Dillashaw. I think all those guys need to check their ego at the door. I mean, if anybody who's an example of a champion, it's 100% Cruz, and I think you'd agree, Steve.
Oh, definitely. Switching gears now, we're going to talk about a little bit about the WWE scene and the Raws the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Shane O'Mac back on the scene. Sorry?
Yeah. Shane O'Mac, you want my opinion on Shane O'Mac?
Absolutely.
I'm sure as you did, Steve, I marked the fuck out, man.
Oh, I think it's safe to say everyone watching marked the fuck out.
Oh, absolutely.
And how could
Shane
you?
O'Mac is
7 years away, and how could you not when you hear that music hit? How could you not?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. How could you not? Exactly, Steve. And that's the thing is that Shane O'Mac brings flavor to the WWE again. If people forget what Shane O'Mac has done, then I suggest you go get the WWE Network for $9.99. And believe me, WWE's not paying me to do that. I wish they're paying me to do that.
Here in Canada, just to clarify here in Canada, it's $11.99.
All right. 99 over here. I mean, I have the WWE Network.
Yeah,
I'm definitely impressed. The Edge and Christian show sucks. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I've never, ever watched a single episode of them. I mean, I love those guys as talents.
Yeah.
But come on, this is little much.
Let me tell you something, Steve. Right? Me and you fucking love Edge and Christian, especially Edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the best talent to come out of Canada, right? And I will say both of them are in their own rights, Hall of Famers, both. And this show of theirs, they just try too hard. I'm sorry. Like, the Edge and Christian that I've always known to be funny, when it comes to their show, when you watch it, it's so corny, it's so predictable, and it's literally just not funny at all. So I don't know how people watch that show personally, whether you're Edge fans or not. I'm sure you would agree that that's not the Edge and Christian that we know, that would give us laughs, back in the day. So, I mean, I don't know if you've seen it, Steve, but it's definitely not one of my favorite segments.
I mean, I've seen all the promo work, like, for the commercials, like, promoting it and everything. That's about all. I mean, I tried, and, like, after Fastlane, I tried watching it. I just couldn't. And it like you said, it's so corny and bad, and
absolutely, yeah.
They need an audience.
You try to follow it, and it's just like, it's cringeworthy,
Yeah, and they need, what they need is a live arena audience. That's where they shine, And
absolutely.
For those who, like you said, on the network, for those who have the network, they are going to enjoy WWE Roadblock, which is in my hometown, Toronto, March 12th. I'm literally, I don't have tickets. Tickets went mad. So the only tickets left are very expensive tickets. So I have to crawl and hopefully make some kind of miracle to go to that show. But if not, I'm definitely gonna catch it on the network. And because my boy Triple H, I'm wearing the new Triple H gear. Love the new shirt.
I can't see it, but I'm sure it's a lovely shirt.
It is. Well, once this video gets uploaded, you'll see and you'll like it.
Oh yeah, I'll be checking out the shirt. One thing I can say about Steve, for those watching, is that Steve is a big Triple H fan. I've never known anybody, as big as a fan of Steve when it comes to Triple H. So yeah, that's all I can say on that.
Thank you, sir. And it is definitely true. Yeah. So hopefully everyone catches Roadblock, and we're coming up on about.
I'll definitely be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. And WrestleMania, not too far away, about a month or so. Actually, a little under a month now. So.
I just want to say real quick on Shayna and Mac.
Yeah.
I was reading some spoilers. Well, not spoilers, but some dirt sheets, and some people are predicting that this may be his exit out of WWE. So that's a possibility.
Yep. Because I've read that Shane has no backstage powers whatsoever. He is strictly a talent, on TV talent, and this probably could be the best thing for Taker. As in, both those guys are up there in age, and they honestly, Taker, judging by the 31 and 30, the guy doesn't have much left in him. I mean, he is, and this video that we're making is about a couple of weeks away from his 51st birthday.
Yeah.
So,
Steve, I'm going to have to cut the video short real quick, so you might have to edit it. I'll give you a call back.
All right, we're back. This is going to be kind of a break in the action due to a, let's call it life. So
a technical difficulty.
We can call it that too, Kev. So, we were talking about Shane and Taker, and how Taker's and Shane are both up there in age. So, and this would be the perfect way for both of them effectively to be out after they do their match. I mean, Hell in a Cell, dangerous match as it is. 51 years old Taker will be by the time Mania comes around. And Shane, I'm pretty sure, is up there too in the late 40s, early 50s. So yeah, Kev.
His early 40s.
Mm-hmm. Incredible shape, though, I will say. Shane, incredible shape.
absolutely. Yeah, I've not actually seen the guy in that way, but like, I'll take your word. I'll take. You say me?
Oh yeah.
I said the call just went weird. So I was saying, like, yeah, I've not seen him in that way, but I'll take your word for it. I'm sure he's in shape. But, like, I'll say this, though, man. I mean, I've been seeing a few things around the internet saying that, this could be Shane McMahon's exit or excuse to, like, fuck off from WWE for good. Or, because, I mean, you got to look at it like this, man. Taker's more or less already done with his career. And Shane O'Mac has got, businesses elsewhere. Obviously WWE is not the only thing that's included in his life.
Definitely.
Because obviously he's got investments and his own business, etc., etc.
3 sons that'll take over.
I'm gonna say that the chances are Shane McMahon would walk away from WWE for good, just because I don't see the Undertaker losing.
I would have to agree with that. I agree with that one because Taker is such a legend, been in the business so long, and with
it'd just be a burial, man. And I'm sure you'd agree, Stephen. The reason why it'd be a burial is because it's bad enough that Lesnar beat Taker. I think Taker should have just retired undefeated at Mania. I mean, that was his thing. That was his gimmick. The whole undefeated streak, etc. And that's the thing that got you on the edge of your seat. And the fact that it's over now, the streak, it's just a real bummer. And yeah, man, like I don't want to see Shane McMahon put the two, losses towards Undertaker. I think Brock Lesnar was bad enough. So
absolutely,
Brock Lesnar's more legitimate. I mean, how would that look on Undertaker's part if he loses to little old Shane O'Mac? Nothing against Shane O'Mac. The guy is awesome, but he ain't beating Taker.
Yeah, no, his Taker's match with Bray at 31. It's just it seemed so. I don't want to say forced, but it seemed like his heart kind of wasn't into it, and he knew it was time to just cut it and go off in the sunset,
Unless there's a swerve where the authority, which just does not make any sense whatsoever, but if the authority somehow baited Taker into it to where Shane McMahon, I don't know, goes over Taker with the help of, the likes of... Actually, no, this probably would not work. Actually, no, I'll take that back. Because obviously Triple H is facing Roman, so I think the only way Shane McMahon could win is if he has some form of backup, as it is a no disqualification.
And I have a theory about that backup. 2 theories, actually. So, theory number one. Theory number one is the reemergence of the Mean Street Posse.
That's a good point.
Theory number 2 is the Bullet Club, as they were. Where Finn makes his main roster debut along with the new signings of Doc and Carl.
Yeah.
So you never know. Anything can happen at this point. So those are my 2 theories. Take it for what you will.
Or we could have another faction like the Nexus. I mean,
that would be nice.
See the likes of Apollo Crews or somebody just put together a faction and just take out the Undertaker. I mean, that's a possibility as well. I mean, not only would it make Taker look strong because it takes so many fuckers to take him out, but it would also, ensure Shane McMahon's power. So
yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's so many twists and plots you can think of, and I don't know about you, Steve, but I could do with a few changes on Raw. I mean, I personally would like to have Shane McMahon.
100% yes. I mean, I'm so sick of watching Raw as background music, as I've often told you and told other friends. It's just background music most times, most Mondays. And you know what? A change would be very, very necessary at this point, I think. Real quick, Roman and H main event for that title.
I believe that Triple H would win. Now, a lot of people are so convinced that Roman Reigns is going to win at Mania. As much as I like Roman Reigns, he's still not ready for that spotlight. And there's no way he'd be a better champion than Triple H. So, and this is coming from someone that likes Roman Reigns. So, I just have to be honest.
Obviously,
if Trips was going to drop the belt to anybody, it shouldn't be Roman Reigns. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and obviously you know where my loyalty lies, being a Triple H mark that I am. But like you said, I myself am a bit of a Roman fan. I mean, I can tell, like, he does the work. He puts in the work, puts in the effort to make it seem believable for his at his point in his stand view. But like you, I'm gonna go with a Triple H going over Roman. If it happens, it likely will not happen. But if it happens, great. If it doesn't, we all knew what would happen anyways. And
I think the reason why I don't want Roman to win as well is because it's just too predictable. I mean, who wants a Wrestlemania that's predictable, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that's literally how you got to look at it. It's like, why have one of the best in the business in Triple H lose his title to somebody that's couldn't even lace his fucking boots. I mean, it's just, let's be honest.
And
I don't really care about the heritage of Roman Reigns, but Triple H is 10 times the wrestler that Roman Reigns wished he was.
And not to
That's just what it is.
not to think negatively about this, but I want to factor in something that maybe could be kind of a prelude, I guess, call it. I don't know. But Triple H's talent contract expires at the end of March, the 31st, and Mania being April 3rd. Dun, 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 who knows, right? But
that's true.
Maybe I'm thinking maybe I'm reading too much into that. Who knows? All I know is
I think you'd agree with me, Steve, and say that I don't think Roman Reigns is ready to be champion.
Oh, he's not.
I mean, he's a very
100% not.
boring champion, but that's coming from someone that likes Roman Reigns. I just don't think he possesses that main event caliber.
Yep.
Does that make sense? I mean, I don't think he's got the tools. I mean, he's got the look and the heritage, but as far as the wrestling and the mic work, I mean, there's a lot to be improved. I mean, I'm not saying never say never. I believe he'll get it over time, but, time's not on anybody's side in that business. He's got to pick it up fast.
Definitely.
If he wants to redeem himself.
Yeah, definitely. On that note, we're going to call it a night, and just for the people who want to check you out, there'll be links in the description. If you want to say your Twitter, go nuts, by all means.
Oh, do I want to do what? Sorry, my Twitter.
Yeah, like so the people can get a hold of you.
Oh yeah, Dashin K Walsh, just one word. So DASHINGKWALSH. And that's my Twitter. My YouTube is, I've changed it to where it's obviously got my actual name. So if you want to find me, the easiest way to find me was just type in Kevin Walsh, WWE, all spaces in between. You'll see my videos appear. I used to have a lot more, but I took a few down. I guess it's kind of like a personal thing. I don't know. I don't really want too many videos out there. But, I still make content, but a lot of it is now like gameplay commentaries. I'm not quite the shooter I used to be, so I'm going to have to give all the credit to Steve. I want to thank him for having me on his show. And likewise, I just want to say, people should subscribe to Steve as well. Not just because Steve is here, not because I'm on his show. I just think Steve doesn't get enough credit for how long he's been doing this. I mean, Steve's been around longer than I have for years, and the guy deserves much more than what he has, and that's just what it is. I mean, that's the whole reason why me and him are good friends. I mean, because he was one of the people that I instantly clicked with. He's an intelligent wrestling fan. He's a good-hearted guy, a loyal friend. And I really think if people followed him, not just because he's here, but if people follow you, Steve, I do believe that they would love your content. That's just my opinion.
I greatly appreciate it, man, and same goes to you, man. You know what? 195 strong. It's not too bad,
It's
but
not too bad. It's climbing.
it's climbing, and it will get better in time. So on that note, thank you for watching, and that's it for me and for Kev. Adios.
Okay, I'm still here. Adios.